Live from the Commerce Casino in Los Angeles, California, this is Up Next Fighting. Tonight, in our main event, Gulo Manassian looks to keep his dream of a UNF title alive against a veteran of over 50 bouts, Sharon the Dreamcatcher Spain. Manassian comes into this bout riding a 6-fight win streak, while the Bellator veteran Spain looks to derail the Gulo train once and for all. It's an 80s theme night with a totally awesome main event, as the West Coast's greatest and most entertaining MMA show is up next.
I'm Todd Kennelly, along with Jonathan King. Welcome to Up Next Fighting and a totally tubular 80s fight night. Jonathan, in the immortal words of the Macho Man Randy Savage, the cream of the crop always rises to the top. Ooh, yeah! The question is, who is going to rise to the top of our main event? As Sarab Gulo Manassian takes on Sharon Spain, and Manassian has been eating up opponents just like Pac-Man.
Yeah, Sarab Gulo Manassian. We have a saying here at Up Next Fighting, Gulo is gonna Gulo, and that's exactly what I expect to see tonight. This guy's an absolute smashing machine with 6 consecutive wins. I expect the best version of the Wolverine inside the cage tonight.
I ain't afraid of no ghost, but I am afraid of a Gulo. Not only 6 straight wins, but 3 consecutive first-round knockout victories. But let's talk about his opponent, Sharon Spain, a veteran fighter, dates all the way back to 2009 to the Strikeforce days. He's a stand-up fighter, but he's put a lot of people away by submission. In fact, he's had more people tapping than Kevin Bacon in Footloose. 14 submission victories. That to come in our main event. Something's got to give. Now, normally, I would say it's time to fight on, but given my suit choice, I'm just going to say, let's go! Somebody's going to get rocked like a hurricane, apparently, as we take a look at how these two match up in our tail of the tape in this battle between Keenan Lewis and Mike Hansen.
Yeah, they could not match up any closer on the tail of the tape. These guys evenly matched as far as the measurement goes. One a Muay Thai fighter with another a kickboxer. Let's see who wins, kickboxing or Muay Thai.
Time to kick it to Adnan Qureshi.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a bantamweight bout scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds and is sponsored by Stop Bad Meds. Your cage side judges will be Jackie Dinkin, Chris Lieben, and Chris Crail. Your referee when the bell rings, Mike Bell. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, from Anaheim, California, representing the Training Lab. He stands 5 foot 4 inches tall and weighed in at 134.8 pounds. He's coming in with a mixed martial arts record of 4-4. This is Mighty Mouse Mike Hansen. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, from Reseda, California, representing Saxon Muay Thai. He stands 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighed in at 136 pounds. He's coming in with a mixed martial arts record of 5-5. This is Keenan Bayo Lewis.
Set for action in the bantamweight division. Could be a good one. 2 guys with kickboxing pedigrees. Mighty Mouse Mike Hansen's got some big victories, as we mentioned, including over the likes of Alfred Kashakian. And he said, did Hansen, I want to perform. I want to bite down. I'm going to come out swinging. It's that kill or be killed mentality. And that's been the case because 3 of his 4 losses are by knockout. But he's gonna go out on his shield if he goes out at all. And he's in there with Keenan Lewis, one of the top rising stars of Up Next.
Lewis in heavy on a takedown attempt, but Hansen doing a good job of sprawling away. Eats a head kick, too.
Keenan Lewis, the grandson of Al Lewis, Grandpa Munster, one of the most beloved characters in television history. Really inspired him, as we said, because he rose from an immigrant to superstardom here, and that is exactly what Lewis would love to do at Up Next Fighting. He'll have a chance to do it, signing a multi-fight deal. We're going to see him right here in the Up Next cage for quite some time.
Yeah, and Lewis has already tested the chin. Oh, he got caught!
Hansen said, kill or be killed. I'm going to go in there and throw. He did just that, clipped him. And how much do you think he hurt Lewis there?
A little bit of a flash
Oh my
knockdown.
gosh.
Keenan Lewis now swarming. Big punches in bunches. That's going to be it. Oh, my Lord, Bello. Keenan Lewis with a tremendous first-round victory.
Lewis said that it is my time to shine, and it might just be. This place is coming unglued in Commerce, California. You know, he said of his grandpa, Al Lewis, he was a tough for what he accomplished. This Lewis proved his toughness here. Got clipped, looked like he was in some trouble, but man, oh man, did he ever turn the tide. And we'll be back right after this. TKO victory just absolutely swarmed Mighty Mouse.
Yeah, Mighty Mouse gave as good as he got early in that first round, clipping Lewis, dropping him. Flash knockdown. Apparently he asked me how hurt he was. I don't think he was that hurt at all because he swarmed and unleashed holy hell, knocking Hansen to the ground. And the ground and pound instigates the finish. Tremendous win by Keenan Lewis.
These two came in with mutual respect, and you see it here. And let's take a look back at the action. What a topsy-turvy turn of events it was. And here you see it getting clipped, bounces right back up. And here's the finish. After dropping him, just pouring it on, the official taking a good look and had seen enough. You know, at 13-13, Mockingbird laying under the stairs lives a dragon spot. But Keenan Lewis was bringing the serious fire here.
You see him just dropping left hands to the head of Hansen. Hansen, all he could do was cover up. Tremendous first round TKO victory for Keenan Lewis.
Let's head back to the cage and make it all official. Electricity in the air at Commerce.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mike Bell, stops this bout at 56 seconds into round one for your winner via TKO. Fighting out of the red corner, Keenan Lewis!
Dynamic victory by Keenan Lewis. Ashley Evans Smith gonna get a word with the winner, and what a win it was.
All right, guys, I'm here with your winner, Keenan Bello Lewis. Keenan, that's 3 in a row. This is the momentum you wanted. I know it took you a long time to rack a couple together because of life. How does it feel?
It feels amazing to be back in here. I just want to say thank you to everybody who's stuck by my side and believed in me. You know, it's really easy to watch people in here fight. It's not easy to always get in here. And, you know, everybody that gets in here, we have a team of people that help you prepare, give you the confidence and the boost. And thank you to my whole team. Thank you, guys.
You're exciting to watch. Was the game plan just to go in here and starch him, or what? That was a quick finish. Did you expect that?
Yeah, you know, the good thing is I have a lot of respect for Mike Hansen in general. His respect is mutual. I know that he wanted to have a nice stand-up fight. So usually my game plan is a takedown. I wanted to show off my striking. I've been asking for this. So I knew that he was going to give me the stand-up fight that I wanted. And I got a lot of respect for you, Mike Hansen. Thank you so much. And I think he's going to go on to capture that 125-pound belt. Watch him.
This is the sharpest I've ever seen you. And I've seen you in the training room. I've seen you in your last few fights. You just looked tuned in and on point. What do you attribute that to?
You know, in this moment, the nerves never really go away. You can ask any fighter, any fighter who's being honest, they'll tell you about the nerves back there. I was up here and I just I put myself in the moment, and I wanted to own all the nerves, all the fear, call it that, all the excitement. I just wanted to be present in the moment, and myself as a spiritual warrior, that's what I'm about, is owning the moment and being a part of it. So thank you guys so much for taking that ride with me and riding the wave.
Congratulations again, Keenan. I can't wait to watch you fight again.
More coming your way on 80s Fight Night here at Up Next Fighting. Welcome back, everybody. And coming up next, we got a good one brewing here, gentlemen, as AJ Bryant takes on Stephen New, and it is up next.
Yeah, Stephen New training under Joe Stevenson. Showtime's going to have a 2-inch reach advantage, but, you know, joining us cage side is none other than the Badger himself, Ben Jones, who used to train with AJ Bryant. Ben, what can we expect to see in this fight tonight?
Well, let me tell you something, guys. This is the first time in 10 years that I've been to a fight, and I haven't had to slap somebody.
Uh-oh.
So I couldn't be more excited for this fight. Look, AJ is a fantastic fighter. This kid used to spar with me as a 145er, and I was a 185er when I was fighting. Obviously, our team split when I started the head coach, and Josh took his team to CMMA. I have a ton of respect for CMMA, but Steven comes from a great team too down at Team Quest.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a featherweight bout scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds, and it's sponsored by V. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Stephen New.
Big opportunity for Stephen New out of Greenville, Tennessee. First big fight here on the West Coast under the bright lights of Southern California, and up next fighting, and it's an opportunity that Stephen New doesn't take lightly, and he's on the opposite side of the win-loss column recently, coming off of 3 consecutive victories, and most recently a round 2 submission win over Jeremy Mitchell. Can he keep it rolling against an absolute fixture of SoCal fighting?
100%.
Yeah, you know, Stephen New he's got Tarek Safadine and Joe Daddy Stevenson in his corner. A lot of UFA experience there. So high-level training camp at Team Quest under Dan Henderson and Joe Daddy Stevenson. His favorite fighter is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I didn't know he fought.
He doesn't fight.
His strengths, he considers his heart and his chin. The kid's got a beard on him. He's a big gamer. He loves Clash of the Clans. Let's see if he's going to have a clash of styles inside the Up Next fighting cage tonight.
There's an interesting caveat to this fight because Stephen New goes around and trains everywhere. Obviously, he's from Tennessee, moved out here training with Joe Daddy Stevenson, training with Team Quest, but he has spent time at CMMA. He has spent 2 days there. Now, here's the caveat. Does Chad George, Josh Barnett, Victor Henry, did they watch this kid enough when he was in the gym to be able to break this kid apart, to be able to honestly game plan AJ Bryant against him? Was 2 days enough? Did they even pay attention when this kid was in and up? It's an interesting caveat to this fight, but this kid, look, he has an unorthodox striking style, but he is a finisher. He is a finisher, and that's going to be an interesting part to this fight tonight, guys.
You're right, and because, you know, 3 of his 8 wins by knockout, the other 5 by submission. He's never won by going the distance. And you mentioned, you know, did they watch enough of this guy? If anybody could, Chad George and Josh Barnett could, as we look at the keys to victory for Stephen New.
Yeah, for Stephen New, the keys to victory are very simple. He's got to get comfortable early, stay light on his feet, and utilize effective counter-striking in the unorthodox style that Ben mentioned. Utilize that to his advantage, and it could be a very, very long night for AJ Bryant.
In his UNF debut, mentioned he's here to show what he's made of. He'll have his opportunity.
And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, AJ Bryant.
I can't wait for this fight, guys. Look, Stephen New is a stud. AJ Bryant is a stud. Fortunately, I've spent so much time with AJ Bryant's coaches. Josh Barnett was my main training partner throughout my entire career. Jamie Fletcher, his other coach, was my main training partner. Chad George, my team, the Badger Crew, fights his team, CMMA, on a regular basis. So, in my honest opinion, in my humble opinion, in my experienced opinion, this is fight of the night, guys. Trust me, this is going to be fireworks.
You know, AJ Bryant coming off of 4 straight losses. You know, his father had a stroke recently. He's been taking care of his father and his 4 children. He had a very short camp preparing for this fight, but he expects to be the best version of himself. His favorite fighter, not Steven Seagal. Uncle Gene, wherever you are, God bless you.
God bless
his strength, his pressure, and, you know, he's a caretaker for his father. He's got 4 kids at home. He's a family man first. but he's a hell of a fighter once that cage door closes.
AJ Bryant has said that he wants to make a statement with this fight. He's had a 4-fight skid, as you mentioned, but he says that comes with the territory as a fighter and that the losses are on him. He owns those losses, and he's looking to bounce back in a big way here, Ben.
I will tell you this, guys. I think the strength of schedule lies heavily on AJ Bryant. Although I do believe that Stephen New has fought some very tough guys. Look, both guys got to fight against a ton of people, but look at AJ Bryant's opponent's record. 163 versus 133. That means his guys have almost 300 fights. Listen, I know AJ. I know Steven. Both of these guys are going to come to fight tonight. Just because AJ is on a 4-fight streak does not mean that kid has not been training for the last 3 years. Both of them haven't fought since 2021. They're going to get after it tonight, guys. I promise you that.
Impressive numbers there, no doubt, Ben, and some impressive victories in the past for AJ Bryant. Wins over the likes of Surab Gulo Manassian. We've seen how impressive Manassian is as of late. He's beaten Darion Chapman, Brian Del Rosario, a who's who in the Southern California region. Can Bryant get back to those type of victories here?
Yeah, if he's going to need to find his timing early. It's been a while since he's been in the cage. Maintain composure, and as Ben can testify, for AJ Bryant, he does not want to chase the finish. Let the opportunity present itself and then exploit it.
And we'll be back right after this. The time for talk is over. We head back to the cage in Adnan Qureshi.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a featherweight bout scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds and is sponsored by V. Your judges cage side for this bout, Chris Crail, Felicia O, and Jackie Denkin. Your referee when the bell rings, Mike Bell. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, from Greenville, Tennessee, representing Team Quest. He stands 5 foot 10 inches tall and weighed in at 144.8 pounds. He's coming in with a mixed martial arts record of 8-3. This is Showtime, Stephen New. And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, from Highland, California, representing CMMA, he stands 5 foot 9 inches tall and weighed in at 145.8 pounds. He's coming in with a mixed martial arts record of 11-7. This is AJ Bryant.
Stage is set. 2 proud warriors about to go toe-to-toe. Showtime Stephen New out of Tennessee. He's got the likes of Joe Daddy Stevenson in his corner. Dangerous with his hands, 3 knockouts. Dangerous on the ground too, 5 submissions. AJ Bryant looking to catch lightning in the bottle again, get back to his winning ways. He's very dangerous as well. 8 of his 11 wins by knockout. Bell sounds, time to fight on here at Up Next Fighting.
No touch of the gloves, boys. These guys are not wasting any time trying to get down to business right away.
They are here to fight, guys. Let's see who establishes the center of the cage. That's going to be a huge factor in tonight's fight.
Nasty lead leg kick from AJ Bryant on the outside of the knee of Stephen New.
Ben, you mentioned it, AJ Bryant, the southpaw, in there with an orthodox fighter, and Stephen New said he has been sparring with a ton of southpaws to get ready for Bryant.
Interesting how Stephen New came out southpaw. And now he's really, he's trying to force the takedown. He's got an outside leg hook. He's probably trying to sit him down. AJ's a strong kid, guys. But looks like Stephen is up to the game.
AJ dumps him on his butt. Stephen New scooting, trying to attack the legs now.
Here's a tail of the tape. AJ wants to have the stand-up fight. New wants to be on the ground. We've already learned what's going to happen in this fight.
Absolutely, a New 5 of his 8 wins on the ground by submission.
Automatically, there's redness on the calf of Stephen New. Another one. Let's see if he switches stances here, Ben. He's going to have to if he doesn't want to eat too many more of those.
Body kick now, but now closing the gap there is New. Race lock. We'll see if he can get Bryant to the ground. Has not been able to do so yet. Now taking the back.
Look, AJ's got to get his hips out of there. He's got to start clearing the leg. Beautiful job by New by putting in that body triangle. But his hook
that choke's going to be deep. That's deep, Ben.
Now he's fighting that hand right now. His hook is on the wrong side too. He's got to get his hook. AJ's a tough kid. He's going to fight this off. New, good. New just needs to control the position, but he's got to get that butterfly hook to the outside. See how his leg is on the inside? AJ can go either way right now. If he was to get that butterfly hook to the outside, he would limit AJ's escapability to this side, but AJ escaped.
As you see, AJ turned to the side of the body lock and prevented, made Stephen New give it up for a second there, but New looking to thread this choke in underneath the neck, but Brian fighting so far.
AJ's 2 on run right now, so he's 2 on the danger hand. Look, he fought it off. But New's doing a really good job of controlling the hips. This is a position where you need to control the hips.
Great composure shown by A.J. Bryant to weather the early storm, the submission attempt by Stephen New. Foot stomps now, pulling out all the stomps, you might say.
AJ's got to get that hand on the other side. He needs to get some kind of underhook or push his head down. There's the underhook, guys, I was just talking about.
Beautiful job. Now he's in top position here as New falls under the pressure.
There it is. Look, New's got to try to regain half guard and get an underhook on his side. That overhook is not helping him out right now, guys. He doesn't have an escapability because that overhook, he can't control AJ's hips.
AJ so dangerous in this position too, will put you away with ground and pound.
His elbows are like Ginsu's.
Oh,
he
look
will
out
slice
here.
And dice. It looks like an omoplata there for New.
All he's got to do is limp arm out of this, but New can take a very good position.
Hammer fist now by A.J. Bryant. Back and forth seesaw affair here. Good action at Up Next Fighting. You gotta love it. Watch out for that up kick.
New's doing a great job of creating distance here from AJ. AJ's doing a really good job of top pressure right now.
Nice sweep from Stephen New. But again, folds back into guard here.
The arm is in trouble, guys. The arm is in trouble. AJ, okay, good rip out by AJ. Look, Steven's got to catch his breath. Both guys got to catch their breath right here. Now we get the reset, probably where AJ probably wants this fight to be.
Overhand right attempt there by New. Just great human game of chess thus far. 2 well-matched veterans going toe-to-toe. Great matchmaking here at Up Next.
AJ keeps going back to that body kick, guys, but this is the second time he's through it, and it's the second time Stevens caught it. He's got to back away from that body kick. It's not having the damage he wants, and it's ended up being a bad position for him. He's got to abandon that body kick and go back to that calf.
AJ throwing knees now, and look at this.
Trip. Beautiful job.
Muscled him down, beautifully done by AJ Bryant.
Beautiful. But look at that position. Stephen New with a fantastic transition. But AJ's playing a great job of playing against the cage. He's limiting the angles for the takedown right now.
See the foot stomp attempts again by Stephen New, just constant pressure.
Good hips by both of these guys.
Less than 30 seconds left in the round. Let's see if someone can punctuate the round with a big takedown or some heavy strikes.
Wide base here by Bryant, who gets dumped though by Stephen New late in the round. 15 seconds to go now.
Fantastic takedown by New, and an excellent attempt at trying to quick kill that neck. He transitioned to that neck right away. Didn't work, but at least he had the threat of it, so AJ's got to think about that.
A.J. Bryant, though, able to pop right back up to a vertical base. We'll be right back, and round 2 is up next. Anybody's ball game, John. How do you see it after 1?
After the first round, I have Stephen New winning 10-9 with the takedowns. It was a very, very, very close round to score. AJ had some nice moments with the calf kick and even scored a couple takedowns of his own. But I think the time in the bank went to Stephen New, so that's why I gave it to 10-9.
I think you could be right, John. You know, you never know with what these judges are seeing. AJ had some top position. He had some strikes. He also, Stephen had to get up.
Yeah.
Stephen had the submission attempts as well. Round 2, off and running. But for the head kick there was Bryant. Now right back to those low leg kicks. Nasty stuff.
Beautiful. Beautiful. AJ's got to set those kicks up a little bit better, guys. He's got to let his hands flow, and he's got to stay away from that body kick.
If AJ started counter-punching here, he'd really do real well, because I think Stephen New keeping his head on that center line, not moving it off to the side.
Guys, that hurt.
Yeah, he clipped him with that one.
AJ landed a really good right hook right there. Now look, Stephen New's going to look. He's going to try to hit this takedown here.
Couldn't blame him after because he's getting caught.
The problem is AJ's hips are really good.
Great battle, back and forth action here at Up Next Fighting, and just starting to stalk right now is A.J. Bryant.
We mentioned it before. Ben mentioned it. I'd like to see him
Beautiful.
go back to that calf kick.
Look at the distance that AJ's keeping right now. He's keeping a distance where Steven can't quite grab a hold of those legs.
And I love what A.J. did there. He dropped him with that low leg kick and followed up with the uppercut moments ago. So starting to put it together and putting the pressure on is A.J. Bryant, but Steven New certainly tough.
Oh,
that knee hurt.
that was a nasty knee.
Beautiful knee.
Oh my Lord, here we go.
It didn't hit the liver, but it did hit the sternum. So it didn't shut down his body completely, but it did allow him to fall because he's got to regroup. Look, AJ has to be patient right here. Steven has to get a hold of his body and keep him close right now.
But after 4 consecutive losses, some killer instinct here by A.J. Bryant. He wants the win in a bad way.
Guys, AJ's got to get up. He's got to get up and force this Spice back to the feet.
He had it for a moment. He could have sunk in the Darce there.
He's got a great position at half guard. What he can do is let Steven get that knee shield in there, right? He's got to keep stepping through, potentially mount, and get to a better dominating strike position.
Don't like the posture of Steven New
he
here.
better answer here, is he's eating some big shots, some hammer fists, turtling up. He's going to have to do something to intelligently defend himself here, guys.
Referee's getting real close.
AJ's playing a fantastic job of getting by the legs, floating on top, not being too heavy, but being able to float on top, and he's creating nonstop damage.
Oh, these
guys,
are nasty elbows.
It's over.
That's it.
It's over.
Oh, my Lord, A.J. Bryant.
Look at the joy on AJ's face after 4 years of not having a victory. Hey, what an awesome job by AJ of just marching through that finish.
AJ 47 has returned.
Oh, back to his old form. I'll tell you, total elation, as you mentioned, Ben, for A.J. Bryant, getting that monkey off his back, scoring a big win. He's been such a fixture here in SoCal. It's always been a family affair for his 3 daughters, his son. And there you see Victor Henry La Mangosta. This one's got to feel good for AJ and for CMMA. We'll be right back to make it all official. Let's take a look back at how A.J. Bryant was able to turn things around. Had some tough moments in round 1, but man, oh man, uncorked the offense here as we take a look
that
back.
knee right there to the
sternum.
Yeah, right to the chest area, and here comes those elbows. Mike Bell sees enough. A.J. Bryant, you can see absolutely elated there. Here from another angle, these are just slicing through the hands of Steven New. And look, you can see the emotion on his face there. A.J. Bryant, just pure elation right there.
Let me tell you something. The one drawback to being a southpaw is your rear knee hits the sternum. If you are an orthodox, that rear knee, or that lead knee hits the liver. The liver shuts that body down. But when you're fatigued like that in round 2, sternum, liver, it all pays dividends, and obviously we just saw proof of that right there.
I still believe in what Mick says. They ought to outlaw southpaw.
Let's head back into the cage and make it all official. Big win for A.J. Bryant.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Mike Bell, stops this bout at 2 minutes and 24 seconds into round 2 for your winner via TKO. Fighting out of the red corner, A.J. Bryant!
A.J. Bryant said he was going to put Steven New in the blender. He did just that. Ashley standing by.
Okay, I'm here with your winner, A.J. Bryant. I know this has been a long time coming. I can't begin to imagine how it feels after so long. Tell us.
Feels great. Back in the win column. Wanted to come out and put on a show. Been out for a while, but daddy's home. All you featherweights, I dare one of you to call my name. I dare you.
I love it. You looked like you might have been in danger there. He was controlling the ground game in the first round. Were you in danger?
See who I train with? That's Chad George right there. CMMA has killers. I'm in bad positions all the time, and we don't quit. He told me before this fight, make a choice, and I decided tonight I was gonna win. I wasn't gonna quit. And as you can see, I didn't quit. He had me in a couple spots, but I live there, I'm good.
I love that mentality. Now that you're back in the win column, you want to keep this momentum going, or you want to take some time off?
Nah, I took enough time off. Coming off injury, I was out for a while. I'm ready to get back to work. Daddy's home, so like I said, somebody call my name. My teammate Javier Garcia holds the belt, but If he gets the call before I do, I definitely want that belt.
You would fight your own teammate.
No. If he gets the call and they vacate the belt, I want it. If it's been my belt for years at CXF, so like I said, Daddy's home. Whoever wants it can get it.
All right, I can't wait to see you again. Congratulations. Let's hear it one more time. Oh.
Shout out. So first I got to thank God. All he does for me. I want to thank my coaches, Josh, Chad, Jamie, my teammate Victor Henry, all the CMMA guys that are here, my friends, my family, my wife, my beautiful kids. Life's been rough, but everybody, I know we got a lot of stuff going on in the world. It's weird, but definitely tell somebody you love them and appreciate them because life is too short. Love you guys. Thanks for all the support. Thank you, Up Next, for the opportunities. Promotion is amazing. Appreciate you guys. I love you, George. Always giving me fights, keeping me busy. So I look forward to the next one.
Let's hear it one more time, guys, for AJ Bryant.
Such a deserving victor, as he mentioned, Daddy's home, and AJ Bryant right back home in the win column. We'll be right back, and when we return, our main event is up next. Welcome back, everyone, to Up Next Fighting. We're going to keep the action rolling. It's time to fight on. Todd Kenneally, Jonathan King, joined by Victor Henry. Gulo versus Sharon Spain. Set for action.
Sharon Spain's got a 4-inch reach advantage, but we've all seen what Gulo Manassian does with longer opponents. He breaks down that range and just looks to land those big shots. But let's see if Sharon Spain can utilize this experience. You know, this guy's been fighting since 2009, Todd. Strikeforce veteran, so they're pretty evenly matched up, even though Spain's going to have a little bit of a reach advantage.
Victor, your thoughts?
Sarab is on a 6-fight win streak. His last loss coming to my teammate, AJ Bryant. It's going to be an interesting fight to see if Sharon could actually use his range and, you know, keep Sarab at bay. Sarab's over at Team Oyama working with those guys, and his game has improved so much since then.
It is fight time.
The following is a lightweight bout scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds and is sponsored by At Stop Bad Meds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Karen Spain.
Sharon Spain making his way to the UNF cage for the first time, but no stranger to battle. So many fights you mentioned, John, has been fighting since 2009. He was a Strikeforce veteran. He's fought in Texas, Pittsburgh, Seattle, out of Yakima, Washington, and Kicks and Coffee, BJJ. This guy brings a lot of experience to the UNF cage, and I don't think he sweats the win streak, the consecutive wins of Gulo Manassian. This guy is confident in what he can do.
Yeah, his favorite fighter, John Jones, he considers himself his strengths to be seasoned. He's a well-seasoned fighter, very durable. He's a store manager at a sporting goods store. But I'd also like to talk about the opponents that this guy has been in the cage with. He's shared the cage with Ricky Simone, Bobby Green, Sam Cecilia, Terrence McKinney. As you said, a Strikeforce veteran. This guy's been in the cage with absolute killers. So tonight should be no different for him stepping inside the Up Next Fighting cage.
Victory certainly looks comfortable.
Absolutely. I mean, it comes with the experience and fighting all those top-level guys who have done amazing things with their careers. To him, it's just another day in the office. And oftentimes that calm, which he's not very calm right now. He looks like he's in the mood to get in a fist fight, which can play in his favor.
And he has said, has Sharon, that he's a stand-up fighter that wins fights by submission. 14 of his 18 wins have come by submission.
Yeah, for Sharon Spain, he's got to utilize his feints to create openings. Counter with power, very important, and keep the pressure on. You do not want to go backwards against a guy like Sarab Manassian.
You know, with a guy like Sharon, if he finishes with submissions, it's because he's dropping guys and then jumping on a neck when available, which is very smart. No need to go in there and overdo your power when you can just snatch a neck up and take it home with you.
That is exactly what he has done, Victor, as we await Gulo Manassian.
And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, Gulo Manassian.
Always a phenomenal entrance and fanfare here in Up Next Fighting for Gulo Manassian. A message of unity by Gulo Manassian, warriors of the world. You see the flags of many nations there, and Gulo always has the message of be a warrior in whatever you do in life. Let's take a look at some of the particulars on Sarab Gulo-Manassian.
His favorite fighter is Andy Hoog. Oh my God, how about that for a name drop? His strength are his intensity and his power. And you know, this guy lives life with no regrets at 100 miles an hour. Gulo-Manassian, which translates to the Wolverine. And this guy is as ferocious as they come when he steps inside that cage.
It also looks like he's built like a Wolverine. Look how stacked he is. Looking to bring that power and, like you guys said, intensity into the cage right
He's
now.
got that Tyson-like physique, and he brings that power. 6 straight victories, 3 consecutive first-round knockout wins. He has been dimming lights, and he's beaten the likes of Spike Carlisle, who has a lot of UFC experience, and he's coming off of a knockout win over David Douglas at UNF4. You know, we've seen AJ Bryant in the recent resurgence. This guy has really found his home in UNF, stringing together the victories, and Gulo is better than ever.
Yeah, you know, this guy started his career in Russia where he was fighting bears twice his size. But for Sarab Manassian, he's got to utilize feints to get that, set up that power. Counter with power and keep the pressure on. He always likes to back his opponents up and lands those big shots when they don't cut angles.
2 great veterans ready to go to war, and we'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Up Next Fighting. Adnan, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following is a lightweight bout scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds, sponsored by Stop Bad Meds, and it is your Up Next Fighting main event. Your judges for this contest will be Chris Lieben, Chris Grail, and Felicia O. When the bell sounds, your man in charge, referee Mike Bell. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, from Yakima, Washington, representing URJ, standing 5 foot 9 inches tall and weighing in at 154.2 pounds. He's coming in with a mixed martial arts record of 18 and 13. This is Karen Spain! And introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, from Irvine, California, by way of Kajeran, Armenia, representing Team Oyama, standing 5 foot 6 inches tall and weighing in at 156 pounds. He's coming in with a mixed martial arts record of 14 and 11. This is Gulo-Manassian!
Great reception for Gulo-Manassian, taking on Sharon Spain out of Yakima, Washington, battle-tested veteran, Strikeforce veteran, been fighting since '09. Both these fighters proud fathers. Sharon, father of a 5- and 9-year-old sons, says he's raising those demons, and Gulo-Manassian expecting another baby on the way in July, a son. So a lot of inspiration for these two, a lot of pride on the line.
This fight's got that powder keg feel about it, Todd.
Sure does.
Look at the feints from Sharon Spain, looking to instigate the counter. You know, Victor, he seems to be leaving his chin wide up in the air, and it's only a matter of time before Gulo tests that.
Yeah, he could be trying to draw out a certain strike so he can counter from long range. You know, Gulo looks super calm out there because he wants to explode with that power coming in.
Gulo testing the chin early with a left hand there, but Spain ate it well.
Gulo is an absolute tank.
Oh, you could hear the sound on that.
Nice 1-2, powerful combination there by Gulo-Manassian. And Victor, I gotta ask you, he gets dropped.
Big left hand, that's gonna be it.
I don't think he's gonna answer here. 1 big shot, 2, 3. This thing's gonna be over in a hurry, and it is, my goodness.
Lord, Gulo-Manassian brings the thunder and the lightning. First round TKO victory.
Sharon Spain isn't happy with that stoppage, but he ate that first shot and didn't look like he was recovering, Victor.
Yeah, his eyes were wide open, like almost like, well, he got hit by a Russian bear.
Sharon Spain is protesting the loss here. He did not think he was out, but I thought it was a good stoppage, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree with you. You know, the referee, I think maybe could have stepped in a little earlier, but since he let it go on, you know, these kinds of, you know, the refs have a hard job with you know, keeping the fighter's safety in mind, but I think they made the right call on that one.
Sharon Spain continues to voice his opinion, protesting, but he got dropped, and there were 3 or 4 unanswered shots after that. I mean, the official gave him some time to do something, and it just looked like it was going to go from bad to worse.
Mike Bell looks like he's giving him a little bit of an explanation here, but Sharon Spain not listening, not trying to hear it.
Well, at the end of the day, as Gulo likes to say, Gulo is gonna Gulo. And that's exactly what he did in this fight, guys. This marks a 4th consecutive first-round knockout victory for Gulo Manassian. How impressive is that?
I mean, it doesn't get any more impressive than that. If you want to make your run to a title, this is the way you do it.
Good show of respect from both fighters. Looks like Spain's starting to get out of the denial phase there, Victor, and looking to accept that loss there.
Yeah, usually with these kinds of fights, you know, the first thing that people want is a rematch, and I don't think Gulo will be I don't think he'll be opposed to that.
Now, Victor, I gotta ask you, you're a fighter in your own right, UFC veteran. What's next for you, buddy?
Well, what's next for me is a big burrito after this. Other than that, you know, just stay in the gym and you train all the time. I'm one of those fighters that just keeps active whether I have a fight or not. I don't like to go in the gym only when I have a fight scheduled. You know, I've made my life martial arts, and even when you're on vacation from a fight, your life is still martial arts.
Big congrats to you, Mr. Mangosta, on your most recent UFC victory just days ago, and we head back to the cage to make it all official after yet another dynamic knockout victory for Gulo Manassian.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee Mike Bell stops this bout at 52 seconds into round 1 for your winner via TKO. Fighting out of the red corner, Gulo Manassian!
We're going to take a look back at this dynamic knockout. Schmo standing by, but let's take a look back at this. This is becoming all too familiar. Clipped him there with the left, John.
And you see the head of Spain just flat and hit the mat hard. Big punches here. Spain is defending. I understand why he's protesting. He was defending well, but the big shots just not doing enough offensively, and you can't eat too many of those potatoes from Gulo Manassian before your lights go out, and that's exactly kind of what happened there.
All right, guys, I'm here with your winner, Gulo Manassian. Another victory, another knockout. How does this all feel for you, my man?
This is what exactly you get when you understand you don't have any time wasting on this fighting game. So I don't have time for waste. I'm here for get all the wins and spectacular way for all my crowd.
That left hook, it found a home, and then you finish this thing on the ground. There was a protest from your opponent. What'd you think of the stoppage, though?
I didn't want to ground and pound him, to be honest, because I saw he was lost. So referee let me do that, and I gently punched him a few more times, just making sure the referee is satisfied.
You got a beautiful family. You got another one coming on the way. What's next for you?
So that's a good question. There is some person or edible named Taco. Where is Taco? There is Taco. He's my next.
We got Taco. Taco, you want to get a word in on this?
Let's do it.
What'd you think of his performance?
It was nice.
Taco, you called me out. I accepted, bro. Let's get it done. I'm here for you, man.
And for the title.
Let's get it done, Gulo. I'm ready to slice you up.
I just wish you good luck, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a fight being made right here inside the cage, right here on Up Next Fighting. Let's get this face off.
Don't dream about
What
man.
a fight it will
This guy's
be.
bigger than you. And he's still
This is going to be a banger, ladies and gentlemen, a banger.
I can't wait, man.
Gulo saying, I can't wait, and the title will be on the line.
Gulo can't wait. The title will be on the line. They shake hands. Friendly affair. Cannot wait for this one. Todd and John, back to you.
Thank you, Schmo. Cannot wait for that. Gulo Manasian, Chris Taco Padilla. Future fight coming your way. I don't think Gulo is gonna gently punch Taco Padilla in that one. We thank you all for watching us. Tell you what, for everybody at Up Next Fighting, our incredible team, our matchmakers from top to bottom. Much like Tetris, this promotion just seems like it's putting all the pieces in place to be something special. For Jonathan King, I'm Todd Kennelly. For the rest of the broadcast team, for Schmo, Ashley Evans-Smith, all that joined us on guest commentary. We'll see you next time when it's time to fight on and party on.